Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines with me, Biffa, here in the city of TeaVille. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're having a great day. Today we have a lot to get done. We are going to be doing some building in this little area running through here. Oh, by the way, I've got clouds turned on. Let me know what you think. This little area here, I'll come back to that. I'm thinking of running something special up there to help our citizens get around. I've also added a couple of extra mods to the game. One of them is movable clouds. You can see the clouds in the distance moving along there. These ones up here, which I quite like. I'm sort of going to see whether I enjoy them or not. I've turned clouds back on so you get that sort of haze over the city when you're zoomed out like that, and you can see the cloud layer sort of moving a bit. I'm going to give that one a go. I don't like the way it sort of draws in here, but we'll see how that goes anyway. I may or may not keep that. I've also added in the traffic manager hide crosswalks when they're turned off mod, which has been quite handy. So for instance, this roundabout here was set up by traffic manager, and one of the options is to turn the crosswalks on and off. There we go. Normally they would stay there even when they're turned off. That's just a simple mod that runs in the background, and that's working really well. Something else that I've added, now this is a mod that I think we're going to use a lot of. I saw this a while ago, someone's just reminded me of it, is the automatic pedestrian bridge builder. Now this is a perfect example of where this could be used, because we've set this roundabout up to have no pedestrian crossing. Look, they're all turned off. That is the normal default, if I remember correctly, when you use this to automatically set up your roundabouts, which is great. You know, it's good for the cars, keeps them going, but nobody can cross over. So select the pavement path that you wish to use. We'll go for the bog standard one here. You can use this little button down here, or you can press Control B. You can then select the roundabout. Let's just zoom out a bit. Interesting to see how this is going to work with the monorail, but we'll give it a go. Click on there. It hasn't done it. I think that's because of the monorail. Let's come back to that one and find a different one we can try it on. Here we go. Right, so we'll just click on there and bash. It automatically adds, look at that, some paths over the top. So it makes sure that the side roads are connected. They all connect up in the middle. This one looks a bit sort of asymmetric because we haven't got a road coming down here, but I think that's really good. So any roundabouts that don't have crossings for people to walk in and out, you can automatically add them in. Let's find another good example of one we could do. How are these ones? Yeah, look, one like this, right in the middle of our city. Lots of people could walk around, in and out. We've got all the crossings turned off. So let's get that. Let's press that. Select this and bash. Fantastic. Okay, so it gets the land. They automatically go into the middle to where the land is. And of course, this one has gone right down into the water that we have in the middle. Well, that's going to be easily fixed. Let's just get the Move It mod. Grab that little node there, and then if we do Control H and pick that. There we go, all sorted. So that, anything like that is going to help with the traffic, because you really want to encourage as much walking as possible. And I must admit, here we go, we can do this one here. I am one for forgetting to add in pedestrian paths when we remove the crossroads. Now, this one's got all the cables over it. So this will be an interesting one to see if this works. Yeah, that's done it okay. Fits in well, nothing's getting in the way. I'm liking that a lot. I am liking that a lot. And it works on all sorts of different roads, and it works on all sorts of different shapes. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend giving that one a go. Oh, autosave, quick sip of tea. Yeah, it's defaulting to the normal pavement path every time. So, well, that's fine. We can go with that. And then just want to make sure that there's no buildings in the way. I'm going to certainly use that around my city a bit more. Now, this little bit of land here, I would like to add in something we haven't really got much in our city. So we've used the trolley bus, but we don't have a tram. And I thought it would be nice to give the people that live here nice access to, if we come down here, we could have a tram stop that gives them access to this area. And then we can continue up here and around the corner, and we have a shopping area which we could expand to. So we'll have a look at that. And then if we could bring it round here, we've got our university area. And of course, we've got our hub that we put in with our metro and our train station. But if we could bring our tram stop into here somehow as well, that would just be great. And I thought then we could maybe decorate this, make it look nice. So if we use, so that's like a one-way tram track. I think if we just use the normal tram track, yeah, tram on both sides there, so that'll be good. That's what I want to use. And I'm thinking if we sort of run that down the middle, so even something like that. So let's get the straight pieces in. This path's probably going to disappear. No, that's fine. That's not wanting to go under the bridge. Okay, well, we can do a little bit. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just use the Anarchy mod to get that in, and then we can move around any pillars and things. So what are you doing with your weekend? Anything interesting and exciting? I think that's straight. No. Let me know in the comments below. I'm sort of trying to take the... Normally at the weekend, try and take the day off, enjoy time with my family. That is what I normally do. There we go. We're going to go like that, and then we'll just use the Move It mod to adjust that out a bit. Okay, so that's going to run up the middle there, which is good. Let's just... Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Let's just grab that and move that over a touch. Maybe a teeny tiny little bit more. There we go. Get that out of the way. And then up here, I would like it to curve around this corner. So let's get... Yeah. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because we've got all of this road action and rail action and everything going on. I'm just wondering whether it'd look weird if we sort of lifted these two bits up and went underneath. Okay, that turned into a lot of finagling for that area, but I've flattened out the railway line here. I've lifted this bridge up a little bit. We'll maybe put some structure under here to make it look a bit better. And that sort of runs under there. I think that looks okay. We'll check the height, but I'm pretty sure that's all right. And then that gets us over to the other side. And then what I'm thinking is I want to sort of put the depot down, the stop down here by this, just because that is a nice hub. We've got the train and the metro and all of that. So I always like to try and get my transportation near to each other if at all possible. There we go. And then, of course, I've just realised this down here. Now, we've got this little walkway over here as well. I don't think this is going to work very well, but we can, I think, upgrade it if we use the Touch It mod. So if we touch that road there and upgrade it and see what it looks like. Is it going to go under the... Do you know what, actually? The lines do go under the bridge. So we could have... that come down here to this, and then we've got to give it somewhere where it can turn around, which we could bring it down there, round there, and up round the roundabout and back. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to shorten this car park right down to the spaces like that, and then we're going to go up and down and round, because this isn't that busy, so I think we're going to be okay. We need to use this road here. Yeah, there we go. So it can come up there, go round there, run round the side. I think that fits in really well. That'll be nice. It's not too busy here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Bash. There we go. Nice. I like that. Good. So now they can come down there. They can come up over the top. Let's just check the height of that. I don't think that looks too bad. That's fine. You can come... Whoa, so many trees. Okay, I'll come back and remove the trees that are in the way. You can have a nice little trip across the water. Down here. Oh, I think this is going to look nice. Okay, right. So, let's look at the other end. How are we going to connect this to everything else? I mean, we've got a road there. It could run up. I mean, it could come up here and do like a little loop. Maybe we can do that. We've got the train line here, which is annoying. We might just have to maneuver that down. But I think that's going to be a good idea. So let's do that. There we go. So I've just lowered down the railway line, lifted up this road a bit here, and that curves over the top. And as you saw, this now goes up through the city and goes around the little square in this area and comes back again. So I think that's going to work really well. The only thing we need to add onto here now is a depot for all of this. I'm just looking around to see where I think would be a good idea. I mean, we've got this little piece of land up here. We could put it against here. Yeah, but I think we're going to need a road coming off of here for it to work. So let's just see if we can line that up. Okay, there we go. We've got this nestled in here. Got a nice little road that runs around the side and connects on there. And that goes both directions as well, so that's good. I may add another little connection up here, depending on if it looks wonky going around a corner. But I'm pleased with that. So what I would like to do before we start adding any lines down here is just beautify this little area running through here. And we've got paths and things, so I'd like to just add another little path coming down here because we're going to have a stop there as well. So let me just do that, and then we're going to add a I want to say metro. What the heck is it we're adding? Then I want to add our tram stops in, and we'll take a little ride and see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. Just discovered that the automatic path thingy-mob actually works on these roads as well. It will just pop a little path over the top. That's not the place I want it, but that is absolutely fantastic. I'm going around trying this and all sorts of different things. Wow, how's it going to work on that? I've clicked it. Okay, it's not going to work on that one. But I definitely want a little path up and over here. This is where our stop is going to be. Okay, so these walking paths and tram tracks are already being used by people that are walking along them, which is absolutely brilliant. For these little stop areas, I've got these paths like this and just a few little trees. Nothing too complicated around here. I may detail those a bit more, we shall see. I've connected that over to our Mall of Moderation, and more people are walking over here and using that. And then it comes down here and we've got a load of trees down here as well, which I think look really, really nice. I might add some other little details, but for now, I think that'll be fine. And then again, we've got another little stop area here with some trees and some flowers. And then it comes around the corner here. Let's swoop around, and this is where it comes into the city. So I am just going to go along and make sure that we've got no trees that are sort of overhanging anything like that. And then we're going to set up our route. Okay, so we are going to start our line down here by the hub. We're going to have one on each side. So that is going to go around there, turn around and come back. Then it's going to run over the top, and we are going to have one stopping here so they can walk into the university. It's then going to come down here and on this side of the road. Oh, that's annoying. It doesn't stop inside that area there. I might have to move all of this, but anyway, yeah, we'll go there so they can get to the Mall of Moderation. Then it's going to come all the way down here and have a stop in there. Then it's going to come all the way down. Now we're getting inside this little loop that we've got, which goes just around there. So if they're coming up this side of the road, I think we'll have a stop there. We'll have a stop here. Just trying to keep it away from busy junctions. We'll have a stop at the top. And then we might as well have a stop down there. And then I'm going to go back and put one on each other side of the road as well. Matching what we've got already. So one there, one for the mall of moderation. One for over here. And then it's going to come all the way back. Let's see, and have one that side of the road, and that should finish it all off. There we go. Tram line 1. Not quite sure what we're going to name that one. A number of vehicles at the moment. So let's just unpause the game and see. It's got 12 stops, so it's going to have 12 vehicles. I know that's going to be far too many. So let us drop that down. 876, I think, would be good for... I could use this. That would be easy, wouldn't it? Add vehicle 56. There we go. Excellent. So let's find a tram and let's follow our new route. And here we go. We're heading up towards our university area. Here we go, coming into our train and metro hub, and I think that's fit in really, really well. I think lots of people are going to use this. The more people we can keep off the roads, the better. And this is just following that little turnaround loop that we added in alongside the car park there on the right. So that's working out really well. So many people around here. It's fantastic. Really makes the city alive, doesn't it, when you've got this many people walking around. Brilliant. And here we go, back into our hub, and then we're going to head out from the university area, back through the trees and alongside the main roads. Oh, look, there's a couple more trams coming the other way. Oh, I missed the tree that's on the road. Never mind. Oh, look at that. TeaVille in the background. And I've added like a little park area on the left over here with those nice tall rocks and things like that in there, just to give it a focal point in that little space that we had just over there on the left. Now we're running down that main long straight line. We've got our huge medical centre on the left coming up in a moment. Skipping under the road here. I think we're still going to make it fine. Yeah, brilliant. And we've got our stop in the middle and loads of people walking, which is absolutely brilliant. Glad to see they're all using the walking paths. Oh, it'll be interesting to see as well. After I've done this, I'm going to see how many people are actually using the trams, how many people are at the stop, so we might be able to adjust how many trams we've got. I might run a fence alongside the tram line here as well, just to sort of protect people a bit. Just maybe add a bit more detail. We'll see. Oh, and here we're coming up to that little road connection where we've dipped down the rail line on the left there. I think that's worked out really well. We've got another little rock formation there just coming up on the right, just to use that space. And then we're connecting up to the city area here and going round in this loop. Sorry if you feel seasick. That was a bit lumpy bumpy coming up there, wasn't it? We're sort of getting to that point now with Cities Skylines where we've pushed the game so far that it looks like the frames per second isn't that great in certain spots, considering the huge CPU, huge amount of memory and graphics card I've got. It is basically down to what the game engine is capable of doing. So please roll on Cities Skylines 2 with all the latest game engines and stuff like that. That would be absolutely fantastic. If that sort of thing's in the pipeline, I can't wait for that. But yeah, here we're coming back round the end of the loop, and then we're going to head back through the other way. So I'll just let us listen to the music and enjoy that route back. Okay, there we go. We can see our tram doing its little route around here and heading back out again. Lots of people using it. Let's just take a look at the figures that we've got. So if we come over to this one here, I can never remember exactly which one it is. Let's have a look. This one, here we go. It's the only line that we've got. 88 passengers so far, 6 vehicles. Let's see how many we've got waiting. 169 on that one. 300 wow. Let's just check where these stops are. So 170 on this stop number 4. So that is by our Mall of Moderation. Okay, that is interesting. And then, is that the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. Let's scroll down here. 264. Stop 10. So that's the crossover between one area and the other. Okay, that's sort of in the middle. 320. That's back to the Mall of Moderation. Oh, that's going the other direction. Of course it is. Okay, well that's good. So we probably need to add, I would say, a couple more vehicles because, yeah, I'm going to add on 2 more. 7 and 8. There we go. Excellent, and I think that's going to take care of that area. Oh, and worth mentioning as well, the beauty of having this running down its own little line here, not actually connected to the road, is it's not affecting any traffic at all. Up here where I've got it going round in a square, there's not much traffic anyway. Down the middle here, totally separate from the road. And then where it runs over into here, I mean, it might cause a little bit of hawky-balkiness along here. But look, I mean, it's busy, but there's no cars backing up, really, so we can't complain about that. So that is fantastic. Quite a few red spots of traffic, or well-used roads, but still at 81%, so can't complain about that. The sheer amount of people queuing up to take our trams is fantastic. I love this view. You've got the trains, the trams, and then you've got all the different types of roads going through here, and so many people, look at that, just got off the tram, crossing over. That is absolutely brilliant. I am most definitely going to be finding some other places where we can put those sort of tram lines in. And you know what I haven't done yet is gone through and added all the walking paths on my roundabout. So I'm going to find any of those that I need to do, and I'm going to get those done now. This is going to be an interesting one. This is up in our industrial area that gets super busy. I'm just going to take all the walkways, all the crossings off first. So we do that, Control Shift. There we go. So that updates that and takes them away. And then we're going to get our path, Control B, and see how that adds it in. Oh, nice. Oh, I see. It's connected up over there as well. That could help that move much, much better. I like that a lot. What about this big oval about that we've stuck with for so long? Let's just update it so it removes all the walkways. There we go. The little crossings. And then we're going to add our own in. Control B. This will be an interesting one. An error occurred. I think it got confused. Oh, wow. What have we built here? This is an interesting monstrosity. It's connected up all the roads. This one here hasn't connected. Ah, there we go. That's where the problem is. It's probably tried to go from here to the middle and it can't do it. Let's add it in. This looks ridiculous. There we go. Oh, hang on. Is it going to let me do it? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to leave it like that, but yeah, that'll do for now. And already we can see people using it, so that might just help here. It's really interesting. And one more. Very cool. Oh, I like that one. That is reached over the top and gone all the way down the bridge to connect down here. That is very fancy. Well, let me know what you think of this little tram build. I think it's worked out really well. The citizens are absolutely loving it. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. Check out my recent traffic fix if you haven't. We're getting back into those again. And thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.